Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and this video is finally here. I am doing, as you read from the title, the reading vlog of Kingdom of the Feared. If you've been here for a while, you guys know that I did the first two books and I am super hyped up for this book. I have so many expectations going into this and also like a known sadness that this is the last book in the series. So I hope that it is up to my expectations and that I love it. I don't know how much reading I'm going to do right away because it is finals week and I have to study a lot. But looking into this, I'm trying to look at how many pages there are. So there are a total of 401 pages. So I think I could probably get this done in a few days and depending on how much I need to get done before my finals. But this is a book I've been waiting to read for a while, ever since I got it, and I am excited to say that I'm finally getting around to it. So welcome everyone to my reading vlog. If you do not know, I am a self-published author. Here are my books. And I also do some copy editing, and if you are interested in that, it is down in the description. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Yay! Okay. We're here now with update 1 because I haven't started the book yet, but kind of a small update before I get started. So it's officially 11:30 of Friday night, the 16th. I believe I started filming this on Monday when I wanted to start reading the book. But guess what, guys? I'm officially done with my fall semester of my junior year in college. I just finished my exams. We are done. And now I can pick up my beautiful book. And the reason why I was waiting was because I ordered special book tablets, like just tabs. I'll show you in a second. I ordered like 2,000 different tabs, a lot of them different colors, because I saw on TikTok someone who was matching their tabs to their book covers. So guess what I did? I also posted it on my Instagram. Here is the post. Go follow me on Instagram if you want. I would love that. I have two accounts. I have my author account and I have just my normal account, so follow both. They are both open to the public, and I'm so excited. This one looks a little bit brighter like on camera, but honestly it's like a lighter peach. But I have 4 colors. I don't know exactly yet what colors I'm doing. I'm just doing a white bookmark and that's what I'm going to set them on. I don't know exactly yet what color I'm going to, or like what I'm going to do for each. I just know that I am going to do, obviously, you know, the colors to match that. Honestly, the one that matches it perfectly is the second color. Like I said, like on camera, it doesn't look as good, but like it matches the cover perfectly. And I will link those down in the description if you guys are interested. You will be seeing it now on from literally every video ever in all of my videos, especially like my reading vlogs, because now I have colors to match every single book cover. So I'm excited about that. Anyway, so I'm gonna start reading. And I'm excited. Oh, I didn't even take this off the other night. It's like I can't tell if it's orange or not. I think it's supposed to be orange. I can't really tell because like this is a special color, so like I'm thinking more of like this color. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like a dark orange though. Anyway, I'm going to decide what I want from there and go on from there. And this is like the inside. It's the same of like what we already know, just like different colors. And honestly, this could be end up reading this all night type of vlog now that I am done with school. I have nothing else to do at all, especially tomorrow, so I am excited and let's get started. Okay, we are now officially on the first update, which is at 12:30. The same night, technically the 17th. And I've read to chapter 3, which is page 42. So we kind of had a prologue, or like 20 years before, where we learned about a girl named Sophia who found out that I think she found out like where witches come from, or she found out some secrets that someone hexed her for. Like she found out the secret and then someone hexed her. We don't know who that person is, so we can't like clarify who that is. So that was the first like introduction. And then we pretty much picked up where we left off, and we end up picking up at the bedroom, and they were going to officially bond themselves together by having sex, but unfortunately, of course it's always unfortunately, Victoria ended up stealing her soul out of her body right before they were going to do it, and pretty much like not threatening her, like kind of half threatening her, being like, you're stronger than you were now, like you should be thanking me. And Amelia's yelling at her Amelia's pretty much yelling at her, pissed, because she's like, I loved my life before, you fucked it up, like just tell me the truth, like what is going on? And pretty much Victoria would not tell her anything that is going on. Eventually Wrath saved her, because obviously Wrath is going to save her, and they pretty much went back and had this cute little moment. And then the cute moment turned into Amelia is a powerful ass bitch who I love. It ended up making me add another color, which is gray. So I finally decided to label my, like, what they are. As you can see here, it, like, I had to write it underneath because they were smearing on top. So we have smut, cute moments, surprises, betrayal, and she is power, which is the gray one. Because in, like, chapter 2, she literally shows that she literally emanates power, okay? They're in the bathtub and she's just getting angry, and she literally, like, vines sprout everywhere, and like she's angry, and like there's thorns and roses, and like she's so angry because apparently there is a weapon that can kill Wrath, and she is not happy about it, which obviously makes sense. And so that's kind of where we leave off. Besides, we learn that there is a murder in Envy's realm. So, and they are summoned there for some odd reason, and that is where we are left off. It's a very early update, it really is. I kind of wanted to tell you guys about the prologue before I forgot, because I knew that I would. So that's kind of why I did it. But anyway, so like I said, it's 12:30. Well, it's not 12:30 anymore, but I'm definitely going to keep reading this. I'm probably going to get a very big chunk of the way done with this before I end up going to bed tonight, and I have my Saturday completely free, so I will probably get this done tomorrow, to be honest. Okay, so I am now a little bit later, and I changed angles because this is where I wanted to be, but then the cat was laying here, and now she's moved, and now she's angry at me, but I didn't move her. Okay, I didn't move her. So it's currently 2:18. I didn't realize that I took a TikTok break for a while. So I ended up taking a TikTok break. I don't know why. I think I just got a notification and then I ended up going on it. But so I'm now on, oh my God, I'm only on chapter 7. But the thing is, like I didn't want to do like so many updates, but at the same time, it's like I want to give you guys my thoughts, you know? So we're here at chapter 7 at 2:17 in the morning, and we've learned a few things. So officially, Wrath and Amelia are like married. They finally had sex, and it was great. And they have like these wedding tattoos that appeared on their ring fingers. I'm gonna write it down because it's in Latin, so I'm gonna write it down right now so I can like put it on screen. Thankfully Carrie did translate it, and it means, I think it's forever yours. It means forever yours if you're curious. And because of that, she ended up getting her memories back of whatever the hell is going on. Like, so you guys know how apparently I didn't realize this until now. The curse that has been going on, that has been talked about the past 3 books, has taken away their memory, which I didn't really remember until now, but it took away their memory. And like the curse is to the point where like you can't say anything about the curse, and like Wrath knew a little bit more than Amelia up until now. And apparently, I'm so excited for this. She knows what she is. So here's the ringer. What? Not who, what she is. And the last sentence of chapter 6 is, "Welcome back, your majesty," which I'm assuming means she's some sort of god or goddess, or she's some sort of queen or whatever. I'm not 100% sure exactly what she is, but I'm excited. Well, actually, just kidding. So as of right now, up to chapter 7, I have 2 She is Power tabs. 4 smut tabs, 1 cute moment tab, and 1 surprise tab. And the surprise tab was like figuring out like, you know, the Your Majesty part. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 8 tabs already. So good thing I got a lot of these up to chapter 7. I also like look how pretty that like the page border is. So also that's what some of the tabs look like. It'll be interesting to see like the tabs when I'm done with this book. I'm very interested to see. So currently right now Victoria is being set out to be the villain. Well, we kind of already knew that she was the villain, but like really set out to be the villain because the person that was murdered was supposedly Greed's, like, her name, it was Vesta. I think you met her in book 2. It was Greed's like second-hand woman, and she was like the best of the best. Like I think she was the war general or something. Like she was really smart when it came to strategy and stuff. And apparently we don't actually know if she's murdered or not because Amelia has brought up a few really good points on how the body was completely dismembered and that there was multiple blood traces, and so like they can't actually conclude that it was her or not, even though all of the other demons like Lust, Greed, and Wrath were there. Lust, Greed, oh, and Sloth was there. We finally met Sloth. Took 3 books. Apparently he would probably be someone I really love because while he is like lazy, he's literally loves to read. He's so smart. His entire like realm is just like a big messy library full of like all these books, and I'm like, that would literally be so amazing. Anyway, so we finally met all of the brothers now at this point, so that's exciting. And we kind of get the sense that Greed and Lust are kind of pinning against Victoria. Greed, we also get the hint that like Greed knows something that literally no one else knows, and that like because at one point him and Victoria had like an alliance together, and then this happened, and so that's why he wants her dead, and like he's angry because he's like, we had an alliance and then you killed, you know, Vesta, who is literally apparently secretly the love of his life, I'm guessing. Anyway, so that's all we know for now. I can hear my food boiling. I will update you guys either later on tonight. I'm not very tired, so I'm probably gonna be up for a while, or I will update you guys tomorrow. So I will see you guys in the next update. I actually just kept reading after I ate my food. Literally the next page, she is the goddess of fury. So she's not even a witch. It literally says, I keep staring at my reflection in the mirror. I was not a witch. I was the goddess of fury. I freaking knew it. I knew she was a goddess, and I'm having a great time. Which actually makes sense with all of her power outbursts that she's had. Like every time she gets like extremely angry, she's having these outbursts of her powers, just like poof, you know, things on fire, thorns, dangerous things. So that actually makes a lot of sense. But that was my discovery on the next page. Okay, we're back because there's been some very serious changes and exciting things happening. God, what was the last thing I even updated? Hold on. So we're on chapter 10 now, which is page 140. I don't even know even what time. It's 3:30. I'm probably not going to bed tonight. I'm gonna catch up really quick. So we found out that Amelia is the goddess of fury, and then literally the next page we found out Victoria is the goddess of vengeance. Is that what it is? Oh, she's the goddess of death. Just kidding. And we also learned that they have a house. Like instead of like there's 7 houses, there's 8 houses in hell, and it's the house of vengeance. That's why I was thinking vengeance. That they rule together. Obviously before like their memories were wiped. But before I continue with that idea, pretty much what we've learned is not what we've learned, things that we've experienced. So after they left Greed's place, they were attacked by Victoria and all of the wolves, and it was like this really big war, and Amelia pretty much like she unlocked probably like 95% of herself. I'm not even gonna say 95, it could be like 40%, and there's still like a whole lot more coming. And unfortunately, Wrath was stabbed by like this poison that Victoria made, and like it's very fatal because obviously like poison made by death, like the bitch knows what she's doing. We don't know how he's doing because Victoria ended up doing something to Amelia's chest. I think she scratched her with like her long ass claws. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Dead by Daylight, but the artist, her like claws, picture here if possible, like scraped her chest and like knocked her out, and pretty much Victoria kidnapped her chapter, and when she woke up, her and Envy were in a jail cell together because apparently he's been missing and no one figured that out because no one actually cares, sad to say. But we found out so many things in this last chapter. There was a lot of like surprise and betrayal tabs going on here. Apparently Nona, like as in their grandmother, was the witch that cursed them. So I think, does that make her the first witch? I don't know who that makes her exactly, but she is the bitch who cursed them. We don't know yet if her parents know or not. I'm guessing not because Victoria actually made a sympathetic face at that, but besides that, she's been pretty much a stone bitch. Makes sense. Oh my god, so one of the things that happened in book 2 that was insane was we met Celestia, yeah. And I thought that that was Wrath's mother somehow. We learned on page 140 that that is the crone, who is the mother of Amelia and Victoria, and all of a sudden she's here to save the day and be a bitch to Victoria and save Amelia and save everyone. Because like, so this cool scene happened in these last 2 pages where Envy started like making Victoria envious of Amelia to like distract her, and as he was like, doesn't it bother you that your mom likes your sister more? Like, I kind of was like, at first I was like, why is he just randomly bringing it up? But the last scene, Celestia pops up and she's like, bitch, hello, daughter. And now we're at chapter 10. But the absolute craziness of what is going on, I was not expecting either of them to be goddesses. I was not expecting Celestia to be the crone. Actually, I did kind of suspect that she was someone important. Was not expecting her to be Amelia's mother, which actually makes a little bit of sense because if I remember correctly, in book 2, they kind of, when they interacted, I kind of did get this mother-daughter bond, but that was because I thought it was Wraith's mother. Not Wraith. That's because I thought it was Wrath's mother. And she was like, oh my god, my son has a wife. Apparently, they're like fated to be together, by the way. They're fated to be together, which makes sense because thank god. But bro, there's so much going on now, and that's just my update for now because I need to keep going. Like I said, it was 3:30 when I started this. I am this far through the book. Like, this is what I have so far. I've lost track of like my tabs because I've put so many in here, but like I said, like a lot of the recent ones have been betrayal and surprise. So yeah, I'm kind of sad because like when the book is closed, you don't really notice the different colors. Oh wait, I lied. Just kidding. Yeah, you don't really notice the different colors between, I think, surprise and cute moment. No, it's between, I think, surprise and betrayal. But low-key, I've only one betrayal, so it makes sense that I might not be able to tell the difference. But that's where we're at so far. I low-key opened a monster at 3 in the morning, so we're probably gonna get a good chunk of this done tonight. So that's my update for now. Absolutely incredible. I'm so excited. It has been roughly a month since I have opened this book. I have been very busy with a lot of like holiday stuff. So I believe the last time I updated you guys, it was the week of finals. And I believe I started it the day the semester ended, I believe. I'm pretty sure I did. But I did all of my reading of the 196 pages in that one night, and I will be continuing tonight, and it's currently January 12th. I believe it's like 9:18, and there's a few things I have not updated you guys on about. So before I keep reading, I'm going to update you guys on the fact that Wrath is fine. He came back. And Victoria learned that in the past, pretty much what happened was she and Victoria were playing a part together against the Brothers of Hell. Pretty much what happened was Amelia was given the task to make Wrath fall in love with her, and Victoria was trying to make Pride fall in love with him, and Victoria had the task of making Pride fall in love with her, which pretty much both of those things happened, except for Amelia pretty much did fall in love with Wrath, and this whole thing happened again. I'm trying to remember if they got married in the past. I'm pretty sure they got married in the past, and that's why like the wedding bands happened, and like everyone's like super protective of Wrath and everything that's going on, because after they like fell in love, pretty much they all learned that Victoria and Amelia were twins, because by the way, they didn't know that because they were from the House of Vengeance and they have never met either of the sisters before, so they did not know that they were twins, and that is how that scheme got started. So we learn that part of the history, and I'm pretty sure we get to the part where like Amelia has all of her memories back, I believe. I don't know if it's 100% of her memories, but a great amount. And after that, Wrath finds her at Pride's castle because she's literally trying to like go around and be like, I need your gate, I'm gonna go save Wrath, he's my husband, I will do anything for him. At this point she's with Envy and Pride, and they're both like, this is the testing part of like, does she truly love him? Yes, she does, but they are still suspicious of her. So majority of this book, we learned, was just like questioning Amelia and whether her love for Wrath is real or not, or if it's just another trick. But obviously they learned that it's not a trick. And so when they go back to the castle that night after Wrath shows up, she's pulled once again into the dream world with Victoria and her wolf, and this time their Nona is there. And let me tell you, I remember, I don't think I was crying, but I definitely got really emotional because we pretty much learned that the Nona knew everything the entire time, and the curse of the twins was not about Amelia and her sister. It was the curse of, or not the curse, it was something about the twins, about how, or the blessed twins or something, and how they're honoring the twins, the twin babies that Nona actually killed to put Amelia and Victoria's hearts in. So that's how like they were raised, as like not gods, like human witches. Like that's how they were raised. We found that out, and we just learned a lot about Nona and history, and like we get the glimpse that, okay, so we know she does not regret anything in her life. Like her job as like one of the high witches was in fact to prevent Amelia and Victoria from finding out who they were and just guarding them from all of this. And she was the one who went through with the curse. That was the dog sign, because I have a very sassy dog. And we just learned that she's pretty much the reason why they didn't have any memories, which obviously makes sense. But we get the emotional feeling that like after all those years, Nona did have, you know, like a grandmotherly bond with these girls. And like Amelia really shows us, like she gets worked up about it. Like I don't remember if she starts crying or not. She might start crying because I know like she's obviously emotional. Like her entire world was just like, oh shit, Nona did know, because like she was contemplating. She's like, did she know? Did she not know? Like, was she the one behind it? We didn't learn that until recently. And after that, pretty much what happened was Amelia threatened Victoria, and she's like, if you bring me here one more time, I will either kill you or like there's gonna be consequences. She's like, I'm tired of being pulled everywhere like that way and this way, and she's like, I'm done, I'm way more powerful, like there's gonna be consequences. So boss bitch Amelia is coming back into play, and the only thing that sucks about that is Victoria straight up said, she's like, I will end all of this if you give me your immortal heart, because if Amelia gives her mortal heart, she will become immortal again. But it's not 100% guarantee if she survives it or not, so she could actually die. And that's why they're kind of hoping to like push Amelia more and more towards like all of her memories and her full health and power, because they're hoping that her immortality pushes more than her mortality. We've already learned in this book that mortality is way stronger, or immortality is like way stronger than mortality, but there's still a slight chance that it could kill her if she willingly gives her heart to someone to like kill it, I believe. I'm not 100% sure what happens, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. And that's the debate right now, because Amelia is kind of like, I want all of this to end, blah 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 blah, I might give over my heart, but then there's just so many things that could go wrong, so it's just like, what's going on? So that's up to page like 196, and I'm probably gonna read for a couple hours and update you guys along the way, obviously. We are a little below halfway through the book. I also have read a book since like opening this. I brought a book to my family Christmas last weekend, and I literally started it and finished it on Saturday. So this will not be my first finished book of 2023, but it will most likely be my second. So I will probably finish it within the next couple of days. Also, I started this video on the last day of fall semester, and spring semester literally starts on Tuesday. though. My goal is to get this done before Tuesday, because otherwise I have a feeling I will be not finishing it for a while, because I will be very busy. My schedule is literally insane. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading and then update you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I waited till the next morning to do an update, because last night I like really got into some reading. I also have to go back and retab, because my dog had been sitting on my bookmark with the tabs last night, so I couldn't tab as I pleased. Probably read roughly like over 100 pages without tabbing, because I'm sad. So like there's so many things that are going on. Right, what was the last thing I told you guys? I believe. Oh no, what was the last thing I told you guys? Hold on. Let me just grab this. Oh, the vampire. Okay. So upon my update last night, the vampires had sent an emissary and a guest to discuss something with them, and it ended up being a disaster because they ended up sending the vampire, obviously, and then Lestrega, which is like the first witch, who was the one that cursed Wrath in the first place, and that was the first scene in the first book of him like getting completely like his wings taken away, like he can't love anyone, like, so they brought her there. Dumb idea, because they literally just, oh my gosh, so they just froze her. Amelia pretty much showed her power and was like, bow before my husband, bow before me, I'm the boss bitch. And it turned into like pretty much they didn't get any information besides like they were trying to come in, kidnap Amelia in reality, because the vampire king or whatever sent his freaking fiance to dress as Amelia and like, you know, flirt with Wrath and like get her to sleep with him, so he would be attractive enough for them to steal Amelia, which obviously didn't work because they're not idiots, people. They're not idiots. That was pretty interesting. So we just learned that the vampires wanted to steal Amelia, and Amelia is once again a boss-ass bitch. Also, we do find out that the wolf that Greed lost, he did kidnap as a child. And I will tell you how we got there. Just give me a second. I have to collect my thoughts. Oh my gosh. Okay, so after this, Wrath goes to deal with like the pit, which is like where he sends a lot of demons to like let out their anger. Like they fight like souls that were just like lost or whatever, and like if the souls win, they get like resurrected or whatever. I don't exactly know how they were planning to do that. The pit. So Wrath was going to go like observe the pit because his brothers, I believe it was Envy and Lust, were there because they wanted to like watch it happen because apparently they're having fun with it. So Amelia ends up, oh, this is the crazy part. Amelia ends up going to the tower to try to like look for her mother that we learned, you know, was her mother. She wasn't there, and she started going through all of her books because she wants to get rid of all of these curses that are placed on her and her husband, like the, just whatever, I think her husband's curse where like we found out that he's been drinking something to make him not have emotions, which is literally insane. But anyway, so she goes to this tower and she learns of this well that she can go to. I don't remember what it's called, but she learns of this well that can literally, if she goes to it, she can learn anything she wants, but she has to like she like has to demand something, and then it like shows your memories of like other people to like give her the answer. And in doing so, she went through 3 people's memories. Who did she go through? So she initially went through Vesta, who was the demon wolf that is like never heard of. And then she went through, who did she go through? Oh, and then she went through Circe, who is the first witch who like, this is when she cursed the devil, as in Wrath. And then we go through her daughter, who we learn has the curse. And then, or not the curse, she has the blade that can break the curse. And we've known her this entire time. Her name is Claudia. We literally knew of her from book 1. Also, I totally skipped an entire part in this. So Amelia went to Victoria, and finally they start to like act like sisters, and she literally had Victoria rip out her heart and so she can become immortal again. And she pretty much did this because she's like, I'm done like poking around the fence, like I'm gonna, like, we're getting rid of these curses, like I'm tired of being like targeted and like everything like that. So she like, also we learned, sorry, I'm totally like scatterbrained right now as I'm trying to retab these things. So her village was actually never a village. She lived on the Shifting Isles, which is a part of hell. So she never had any communication with humans at all. She literally lived around like what's it called? She lived around like witches, and like her house was actually like a coliseum or like something along those lines. It's literally like she learns her entire life is a lie, and that is when she made the decision to be like, all right, Victoria, kill me because I'm done with this. I'm done with my feelings being hurt. I'm gonna go kick some ass, which she did. Dude, ever since she's been immortal, she has been amazing. This time around, she actually, for the first time, had human emotions. So she's actually like noticing that she doesn't want people to fear her. Like, yeah, she wants to be talked about. Like, yes, she is the goddess of fury, but it's like she doesn't want to walk in a room and just have everyone stare at her. So it's a lot of getting her memories back. It's a lot of learning the truth. And honestly, it's seeing Victoria and Amelia act like sisters again, because in chapter 18, they like actually act like sisters. Like, there's no anger, there's no lying, like they're holding hands, like they're walking together, like Victoria is actually kind of smiling, like, you know, things are like actually happening. See, okay, so I tabbed a majority of it there, and I think I landed, okay, I'm on page 308 right now. It is currently 11 o'clock, and I have to go to work at 1:30, but I think there's only roughly 100 pages left, so we are going to finish this today, probably right now, and then I'll give you guys my update in a little bit on either the ending or just some like updates along the way. It has been a hot minute, and I almost finished the book. I have like 30 pages left, but I have to go work soon, so I don't have time to finish it. I would have, but I had some important emails to send about editing clients and stuff, so I did not. And I'm not going to lie, I almost just finished the whole book without like giving you guys anything. So many things have happened. I teared up probably 3 times. Wow, it has been a hot minute since I've given you guys an update. I am now on page 379. I think I was on like 308 last time I updated you guys, and so many things have happened. So obviously she has become the full goddess that she is. Lovely thing that she is, goddess. Unfortunately, things have escalated to the point where Amelia goes to see Claudia to remove the curse, because like I said previously, that was the biggest goal that she had, and she was going to achieve it because she only had a day left to achieve it. Otherwise, Wrath was never going to be able to fully love her like she wanted. It was just going to be a downfall for both of them. But of course, unfortunately, the downfall, this is where I got teary-eyed a little bit. So the downfall was, in order to break the curse holder had to stab the person that was willing to like take their power and like break the curse, like completely break the curse. So pretty much what happened, I actually started crying here, and I got really upset about this. I got teary-eyed. I wrote this scene down as a show of Amelia's power, because so this scene is Wrath taking her power and stabbing her, and she's breaking apart, like she's crying, like all of this power is like coming out of her, like she's feeling herself fall apart. And I labeled that as a show of her power, because it's like she is being so powerful right now and being like, I'm sacrificing this because I love you and I want us to like be together. And like, it is a trope that is annoying because it wasn't A Court of Silver Flames, and it is in this book. This book is not done, and I'm hoping that with the coronation it will come back, because they haven't finished the coronation yet, but like I have hopes. But I got very upset because like she's doing this for love, and it's just like, it reminds me so much of my own love, and I'm a very like lovable person. Like when I love very hard, so like the scene made me very emotional. I'm kind of getting a little emotional right now, but trying to push it off. So that made me really, like I said, emotional. Also, the part a little bit before that where she had to go see Claudia, that part made me emotional, because it's like, you know, they're best friends, and Amelia, like, she could have told her that who she is, she's Pride's wife, but like, she's like, this girl's happy, like, I'm not gonna ruin it for her. And like, the pure friendship that they have between them made me also emotional. So it was just like a good like 30 pages of me being super emotional from the love and friendship and the love in between Amelia and Wrath. I didn't fully cry, but I was getting very teary-eyed because it's like she lost her powers, but she lost it because she loves Wrath unconditionally, and it's amazing. After that happened, nothing like dramatic has happened, like war-wise. So she's still immortal, which is great, because that's what I was worried about. I'm like, so is she gonna become like mortal again? Blah blah blah. She did not. We have come to the part where we just got through her coronation, which was also super emotional. I was getting very teary-eyed because Victoria showed up, like everyone's there supporting her, and she's just having this moment. Oh my god, I'm trying not to cry. Like, I'm getting very emotional talking about this. There was this moment between them where Victoria is saying like, I love you, like this is what's best for you, and it's just like, it's such a big change from the beginning of the book where she's like, I don't want you Wrath, like blah 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 blah. So there's just so much going on, and I'm just so teary-eyed with everything that's happening. The dog's being sassy, but oh god, the ending of this book is so emotional, and I'm not finishing it before I go to work because I feel like I'm going to cry because I'm on page 378 and there's only, I believe, 401 pages, so I'm gonna finish this when I get back home, and I know I'm gonna cry. Like, I have this much left. The rest of this is like acknowledgements, and she's like, there's a scene back here that's like a bonus chapter from Envy's point of view in the Kingdom of the Curse, the last book, which I'm very curious about, so I will read that. But it's just like, I'm getting so like worked up about this book. Like, I am more emotional than I thought I would be. So I've kind of like updated you guys like what's happening now. Like, so she just got crowned queen. She's officially crowned, and like the coronation happened, but I feel like something else is gonna happen where Amelia's gonna get her powers back. I'm hoping in these like 30 pages, no, it's 21 pages, I'm hoping that she gets her powers back because she was so powerful, but at the same time it's like she wasn't happy with herself and she wasn't happy with being powerful, so it's just like a 50-50 on me being upset. So it's like, I didn't want her to give it up, but like she gave it up out of love, and like she's happy. She's obviously not happy without powers, but like she's somewhat happy with like her husband is happy and they can finally love each other and like blah blah blah. But now they have dinner at Lust, and I'm hoping something's gonna happen and she will have her power back and it'll be a happy ever after. Also, I know at this point Carrie has released the next book. It's a spin-off, I believe, of this. I'm gonna go look it up really quick. Oh my god, it's 101. I have to get ready to leave in like 8 minutes. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up really quick. Oh, I opened Instagram and it's right there. So it's called The Throne of the Fallen. So it's a standalone set in the kingdom of, and it's told from both Envy's perspective and a brand new character, Miss Camilla Antonius, artist, art dealer, and secret keeper. Camilla has been okay, that's just so I'm looking at her Instagram right now. It's that post. So I'm excited. We still get to stay in this world, but we get to go through like another brother, and I'm hoping, actually, how fun would it be if she just kept going through like all of the houses? Like, that would be amazing. I'd have so much fun with this series. I would obviously buy all of them. But anyway, so that's my update right now. It's been in a very emotional past like hour reading. So I'm 21 pages left, and I will update you guys when I get home from work, and hopefully I will not be sobbing. Okay, I have 4 pages left, but my theory was correct, and Amelia did get her powers back, and in the most adorable and loving way ever. So I predicted that she was gonna get her powers back when they finally like completed the bond, and that's not exactly what happened. What happened was they completed the bond, and in doing so, Wrath had spoken words that like he was gonna give everything to her in the bond. And in doing so, when she completed the bond, he ended up using his fire magic and his wing, and like it went into her, and now all of her powers are back. Like, so she sacrificed her magic initially to break the curse, and now he is sacrificing his wings, like not his magic, but like just his wings. They're black now, like there's no fire, there's no white, like they don't have really powers anymore, but he sacrificed the magic in his wings to give to Amelia to have her powers back, and I freaking called it. I didn't call it, I was hoping it was gonna happen, but her powers are back and I'm so excited. But I'm gonna finish the last couple pages. I'm gonna do it on camera because I'm super excited. Ugh, I love this. Also, there's a lot more tabs than I thought there would be, because I say normally it wasn't a tabber, but here I am. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I love you, but I'm almost done. Okay. Should we read together? No, I'm trying to read. I have so little left. Yay. The book is done. Last chapter was them doing more so like a full circle of like their desires and jokes that they had in previous books, and it was lovely. The last chapter really showed like they love each other and they deserve each other. I totally forgot there's Envy's point of view, and Carrie left a note saying I should read this after we finished it because it contains spoilers. Yeah, I'm gonna pause the camera now and then come back to it when I'm done with this because it's like at least 10 pages. Okay, so I just finished this book. Obviously a 5 out of 5. So Envy's point of view was, as I told you guys previously, I think it was like a couple days ago, like sometime last week, Carrie had announced that there was going to be a next book, not in a specific series, but she's continuing on in this world through Envy. That is, I believe, the next book, and it just hinted the last chapter is like not really a synopsis, but like it is through Envy's point of view, and it's his interactions with Victoria before like Amelia like broke her spell lock. It's like when she first got there in book 2, I believe. I'm not 100. Yeah, it's in book 2. The scene happened in book 2, and then we learned, hold on, I need to go find this. Yeah, we just learned that like the next book is most likely going to be in Envy's point of view, and obviously like this week it was confirmed that it is in Envy's point of view and he's going after Throne of the Fallen is the next one. I don't know when it comes out. I'm sure I can find out when. I just like looked up with the new book series, she has signed a contract for 3 books for that one. So there's going to be 3 books in Throne of the Fallen, which will be the continuation of like this world, not this series. So now we are done with Wrath and Amelia's world and story, love story. It was amazing. I am so happy that someone is finally like happy, because I feel at the end of the first 2 books there was always some pushback. Like they realized their feelings and then like something happened, and then they realized their feelings and then something happened, and then finally I'm just so happy that these 2 can just be together. And like the ending where Amelia gets her powers back because Wrath had given up his wings, like that's just, it's beautiful. And it's mostly beautiful because it's like she gave something up for him, and in return he gave something up for her, and like it wasn't like he felt responsible for it. It's like out of true love, that was what he did, and like amazing. I'm so sad that this took me so long to read, but I'm glad that I got to read it, obviously. I'm not going to count how many tabs there are. I was thinking about doing that, but there's a lot. But this is the end to this reading vlog. I'm rating this book a 5 out of 5. This one was by far my favorite out of the 3. And like thinking about it, it is such a big change of like what happened. Like in book 1 she was just like this little witch with a family and her sister got murdered, and like in book 3 she's now a goddess that's married who is now ruling over hell, and like so many things have changed and happened, and I love that for her. I love this for the story. I just had such a great time reading this, and I hope you guys do too if you read it. I love that Victoria didn't continue to be a villain at the end. They now have that sisterly bond again, and she's like, I'll be there for you, and like everything is cleared now. So I'm really glad that like she wasn't a villain the entire time, because it's like clearly at the beginning of the book she was a very big villain that we thought of. We learned that she wasn't actually a villain, and that she was just like really trying to pull Amelia's like memories out without like repercussions of like the curse that they were under. So I think overall she wasn't really the bad guy that we thought she was. It just seemed like it, and I think those are really my thoughts on those 2. Like I'm really glad she ended up not being the villain, and honestly I am extremely excited for the next part part in this world with envious books. If you like this video, please like it and comment down anything you want down in the description. I would love to have a conversation with you guys about this book or this series or like any other of Carrie's works, or like, you know what, just comment whatever below. I'm sure I'll comment back. Subscribe to see more videos like this. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!